Hey, Yankees fans, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. So, according to John Heyman, the New York Yankees have contacted DH JD Martinez. Now, last year for the Mets, Martinez hit .235, 16 home runs, 69 RBI with a 725 OPS, 106 OPS plus. If the Yankees were to sign JD Martinez, I don't think that's the worst thing to happen. I'm actually open to it if Giancarlo Stanton is going to miss an extended period of time. And on top of that, if the Yankees are contacting JD Martinez, they may be anticipating Giancarlo missing a substantial amount of time. And even if it's the whole thing of, hey, he's going to miss the entire first half, we're going to get him back mid-season. Okay, fine, but let's be honest here. You did a really bad job at preparing for that. You did an awful job at preparing for that. We have a question mark over there at third base. A position battle right now between Cabrera, Peraza, LeMahieu, Bibas. Now, Bibas hasn't played. LeMahieu hasn't played. It's just been Peraza and Cabrera. Cabrera went yard. And Peraza, he has a couple of hits. I believe he's hitting .333 this spring so far. And he's playing a stellar third base. But you already have a question mark at third. You have a bit of a question mark in left field because let's be honest, Dominguez, inexperienced. We don't know what he's going to be. I love Dominguez. That 2022, he was, or 23, he was tremendous for us that September. That was so much fun to watch. I want to see that again. I have such high hopes for him. But once again, another question mark out there. And then you have Goldschmidt over there at first base, who had a really good second half last year. But last year, first base was non-existent for the Yankees besides that 2-week run by Ben Rice. And then you got Bellinger to essentially replace Juan Soto, which you were not replacing Soto. It was damn near impossible. But now you're without Soto, and you might be without Stanton for half a year. With a question mark at third, a question mark in left field. What are we doing? So getting JD Martinez makes a lot of sense, but last year he had a 725 OPS. It's not like he set the world on fire either. He didn't. Like I said, I'm not against signing JD. I think it makes a lot of sense. But it makes you think and kind of scratch your head like, is Big G going to miss some time? Are the Yankees anticipating him missing some time? Now, the Yankees are just doing their due diligence here, I'm sure, by contacting JD Martinez. Of course. But it makes you think, it makes the wheels spin a little bit. Hey, do they think Giancarlo is seriously going to miss some time? Now, Aaron Boone, he's been talking in riddles about it. We don't know what's going on with Giancarlo Stanton. First thing we found out was that he went back to New York, get evaluated by both of his elbows as he's in immense pain. And then Booney the next day says it's personal. So what the hell does that mean? What does that mean? I don't even know if I want to touch that. Number one, I hope Giancarlo's okay. I'm just going to say that. I hope he's okay. Mentally and physically. I hope he's fine. But at the same time with this team, if you had any inkling that Giancarlo was going to miss any time, why didn't you prepare for it a little better? And not put pressure over there. Listen, if they went out and they got a quality third baseman with some thump, this would have been a little easier here to swallow Giancarlo not being in the lineup. But unfortunately, that's not the case. And now we have a position battle over there. So a question mark at third, a question mark in left field. which I have high hopes for Dominguez. Cody, who hit 266 last year. Hopefully he has a bounce back season. I mean, 2 years ago, he hit over 300, I believe, with 24 home runs. Yankee Stadium is going to be perfect for him. I think he could hit 30, 35 this year. Listen, once upon a time, I believe the kid hit 49 home runs. He was the MVP in the National League. He's only 29 years old, 28, 29. He's not an old guy. But if all you're doing is basing this off of potential, because let's face it, some of your hopes and dreams are not going to happen. Some of these players are not going to hit. It's just how it is. It's baseball, Susan. It's baseball. I would love for Dominguez to hit the piss out of the ball. I would love for who's ever at third base, Peraza, to hit the piss out of the ball. I would love for Chisholm to have a 30-30 season, for Bellinger to have a 30 home run year. Would love for Goldschmidt to have an 800 OPS. Aaron Judge have an MVP year. Austin Wells, 800 OPS. Volpe, 800 OPS. Not all of that's going to happen. It's maybe some of it, but not all of it. If all of that happens, I'm sitting pretty, man. I'm good. I'm confident. I am. I'm confident in this team. If all of that happens. But number one, that's unrealistic. So now you're without Giancarlo Stanton. You're already without Juan Soto, who was such a big part of your offense last year. We were without Soto anyway, but now on top of that, you're without Giancarlo. That's a big deal. Signing JD Martinez isn't the perfect solution. It's not 100% certain he's going to come in here and set the world on fire because, let's face it, last year for the Metropolitans, had a 725 OPS. Better than Verdugo's, though. And then in 2023, I mean, he was an all-star and he had 33 home runs, 103 RBI, 893 OPS. So maybe we could get some of that JD Martinez. I would hope so. That would be a nice treat. It just sucks if Giancarlo Stanton is going to miss any time. The Yankees didn't prepare for it well at all. And he's been dealing with this issue since last year. And then on top of that, now it's personal, whatever that means. I hope he's okay. I'm praying for the guy. I hope he's good. But now, if you're without Giancarlo Stanton, it's a big deal. They were 71-43 with him in that lineup. They were below 500 when he was out of that lineup. When he wasn't there, when he was hurt. They were 23-25. I hope he's okay. Hope he's okay. But I hope the Yankees are okay, and I hope this lineup is okay. Because if you're just basing this team off hope, that's a lot. I wouldn't be doing that. I don't think that's fair, especially to Dominguez. I don't think it's fair to expect him to expect. To hope is different, but to expect. I don't know. Not what you want to hear with Giancarlo. I just hope he's okay. And we beat the heck out of this topic the past week. And thank you guys so much for allowing me to come on here and just shoot the crap with you. It means a lot. Live streaming is coming back, by the way, March 17th. Put that on your calendar for those that care. I just hope the Yankees figure this out. Again, we're basing this on hope. Not a bad thing. But sometimes you need a little more certainty in this lineup. Martinez, he would bring that. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see. Big G, hope you're good, brother.